70% of the biodiversity loss in the world is due to farming and clear-cutting forests, which leads to less habitat for animals. So in that vein, we've partnered with the World Wildlife Fund to look specifically at Baltimore's hospitality sector on source reduction, as well as getting rid of leftovers through feeding people, feeding animals, and composting food waste as a means to save money, produce less waste, and reduce our overall impact on the earth.
World Wildlife Fund chose 2 cities in the United States to fund further expansion of their hotel kitchen food conservation program. These cities were chosen because they enable the organization to learn more about how food waste strategies are implemented in different types of cities. An important element for this project is to raise awareness among the staff and managers to help them understand what is food waste, why is it such a problem. Specifically, the hunger rate in Baltimore being at 23.8% really struck the people on the staff here. It really hit home to those who grew up in areas of Baltimore where hunger is an issue.
We identified the priority projects we would pursue by taking a look and identifying what would be the most impactful to our community. When people think about downtown Baltimore, they're really not thinking about farms being less than 10 miles away. Once we had the opportunity to go over and see how we could partner with anywhere from 100 to 250 pounds of scraps of salads and vegetables, and seeing the pigs just being 10-minute drive away, it really motivated our staff to be involved.
Lower feed costs for us, fundamentally. Secondly, it would be really great to have just a partnership, some sort of mutual visibility. It would be great for us to have that sort of mutuality where there is that partnership and there is that kind of visibility, because it gives us a little bit of a leg up. The public goes, oh yeah, the convention center is working with that farm, so that might be an okay place to source some food.
When Visit Baltimore reached out to me, I thought it'd be a fantastic opportunity to expand our corporate social responsibility as well as our sustainability initiatives. We're already doing a lot of things in the community, especially around sustainability and increasing our diversion rate, but we're not done. We have opportunity in the food space to learn how to reduce food waste, learn how to create more efficient streams of donations to local charities, including soup kitchens and where people are actually eating the food, not just compost, not just recycling, not just feeding a pig. And then ultimately, we want to make sure that our customer feels like that they have a piece of the success story about promoting this stuff in our community, where they feel like they're bringing their business to Baltimore and leaving a lasting impact.
We also have several members of our staff who grew up in the environment where they didn't always have all the things that they needed. So seeing the staff buy in to focus on reducing food waste and identifying ways through the food hierarchy to focus on composting and other green initiatives.
It was times where my friends came over, my mother made sure they ate. It was times where you walk past and somebody asked for food. After you grew up around it for so long and you're able to join in on helping people eat and helping people survive in a poverty-stricken city, is amazing.
So when we were presented an opportunity to not only increase our sustainability goals, but also really impact the community, it was a no-brainer.
And the Baltimore Convention Center and their catering partner, Centerplate, have been very good about partnering with local donation recipients, and they have, through this project, expanded and began to look for more ways to donate even more food. After working with the Baltimore Convention Center and Centerplate to set specific SMART goals for this food waste reduction project, I designed 2 day-long workshops for key managers and staff so that we could really take those goals and look at how are we going to implement them, who's responsible, how are we going to design the activities. For example, we storyboarded a vision and a marketing narrative. We looked at new policies for donations. We looked at other operational procedures and changes that need to be taking place here so that the staff and the managers who are going to be responsible for it can really own it.
When we first implemented this project, it was hard to get the staff to buy in completely because they were not really familiar with the processes that we were changing. Once we gave them the opportunity to sit in and share their beliefs on the trainings and their stories and finalize ways that they could be involved, we felt we were really moving the needle here.
I think the things that Centerplate is doing is great. I think it's going to help feed more and more people in the community. A lot of people want to help, but they don't have the backing to help, and I think Centerplate could be that backing for those people.
So to be here today, to see this sector working group of hospitality partners and all of these local voices here chatting about Hotel Kitchen and the way we're going to move forward on food waste here in Baltimore has been so exciting and inspiring. The leadership of the Baltimore Convention Center has been really exciting to watch as well. Finding a holistic program that works for your operation, like they did with their pig farmers, getting their staff involved, working in the kitchen, finding innovative ways to use the food that might be thrown away. It's exciting to see, and it creates lessons and messages that could be heard all around the world.
One of the biggest hopes that I have is that the study and the eventual white paper will help affect a lot of real change here in Baltimore, hopefully down the road in Maryland as well, and who knows how far that's going to go. But the real need is here in Baltimore, and I'm hoping that it will help influence the people who have the power to make those decisions, that change is not only needed, it's absolutely imperative that it happens.
So when given the opportunity to take something here and spread it out to not only affect our local hotels, not only affect our client, but the city as a whole, the whole destination potentially could impact from what we start here. I think that's a great opportunity for us.